So you've probably seen a lot of websites in the past, and this is maybe a little bit different to the way you're used to seeing websites. What I want to start off doing is having a look at what makes a web page, how it's sort of put together, so that we can start understanding what this information is and what we can do to play with it. So I'm going to go over to Notepad and I'm going to create a very, very simple web page. Not even really bothered about too much formatting, but a web page is made up of tags. So here we have the two tags that make up a web page. Now normally I get those forward slashes backwards, so you'll have to bear with me if it all goes wrong. And that says start my web page, end my web page, and there's a sort of structure to it, and the two types, sorry, not two types, but the two sections of a web page are the head part of the web page and the body part of the web page. Oops. And the body part of the web page. And what appears in the head section generally doesn't appear on the page, generally. And what appears in the body section is the information that appears on the page. So if I type something in the body section, such as hello world, then I now have set myself up with a web page that says hello world. In the head section, which shouldn't appear on the page, I can set myself up with a title. Let's call it my first, and then end that title. And these are called tags. These between angle brackets, the words between angle brackets are tags, and there are several of them, and they all have a particular meaning to a web browser. And what they do is they tell the web browser how to build or format the page. So there's my web page. I'm going to save it. Let's see if I can find my folder. API programming in Python I'm looking for. Okay, that doesn't seem to be there. There we go. And if I save this as, let's call it home page, and I'm going to change the type from text to HTML, which will put the suffix on it for me. So there's my first one. If I click save, now notice what Notepad++ does. It turns all my tags into blue, and when I click on a particular tag, it also highlights the matching tag that goes with it. So I've got title, end title, HTML, end HTML, head, end head, body, end body. So Notepad++ has a way of helping you which you wouldn't get with Notepad. So let's run this. If I just choose run and launch in Chrome, hopefully this is going to work. There we go. I've got hello world, and where I put my first, notice that that has become the tab at the top of the browser. So the title becomes the tab at the top of the browser, and between body, hello world, that is the content of my page. And I can use tags. So if I want to make this bold, I think this is sort of not being used anymore, bold and end bold. So now I've said hello and I've made the word world bold. If I save that, and again, I don't need to launch it in the browser, I can just refresh the page, and there we go, I've got hello and world in bold. So that is how a web page is made up. This is a web page. It's just text in a text document. These are instructions to the browser on what to do with the information. In the head, the title is put as the tab at the top of the browser, and hello world appears in the body. If I missed out, for example, title, just put head and didn't give the tag's title, then that content will also appear on the page. So let's save that and refresh my browser. There you go, you've got my first on the page as well. So just being in the head does not guarantee it won't appear on the page. So now that we've done that, we need to look at what else we can do with a web page and Notepad++.